Through 2002. This was the last time that I spent on the island. I already was bounced around all over the place. I went from NIC, OBCC, HDM, C783, you name it, I was probably there. Every time I enter a house, it would be like a week or so, they'd be like, pack it up! So I was always on a draft, always getting moved around. That's how they were fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? So basically, make a long story short, I get sentenced for the cutting in NIC when I got rushed by the Bloods. I got a year added to my sentence, plus I have to do 120 days, all right? So that'll come later on. This part right here is the part that really, you know, saved my ass from really doing hard time. All right, so if you've been following my stories, you know that, you know, back then they were doing a lot of indictments on Nietas, claims, Bloods. They were doing a lot of legal stuff. So anybody that got locked up from that organization, whether you were a king or Blood or Nieta, whatever, they were interrogating the feds or the police or whoever, trying to get information on you, trying to flip you so you could tell them. Now you know they're building on cases on these bigger people. So remember, in 2000, 2001, 2002 and all that, they already sentenced King Blood. So now they were after the other one. They had Madrina on trial, along with the other co-defendant Nietas. And then they had, they went after OG Mac and all these other guys, you know what I'm saying? They were all on trial. He was going to the feds or whatnot. He ended up at NIC until they picked him up. Then the feds took him. That was OG Mac. Shine also, you know what I'm saying? He came through the system also. I had a quick conversation with Shine. He was in NIC. We went to the court together. We took the bus together to the court. Shout out to Shine. You know, we had a nice talk. This is Shine from Bad Boys with P. Diddy and all. He was on the island during this time, 2000, 2001, 2002. So were a lot of people, but, you know, I don't want to be dropping names, you know. So anyway, I remember I had court because I was going to go to, it was like an interview. You know what I'm saying? I had a good lawyer. He worked with Ron Kirby, something like that. If y'all know who Ron Kubi is, Kirby, Kubi, whatever, you know, he worked in his office. They were good lawyers, you know what I'm saying? So basically what they wanted to do was, you know, ask me questions. Do I want to, my bad, you know, my son called. He wanted me to pick him up, la-di-da-di. So let's just jump right into it. Anyway, they wanted to interview me. They wanted to talk to me about whatever was going on, if I wanted to make a deal, whatever. You know, I was just facing a year, 2 years or whatever. So, you know, anyway, that day, 9/11, I still remember. You know what I'm saying? This was the day that I had to go to court for the interview. You know what I'm saying? With whoever, the district attorney. You know? So, they packed me up about 7 in the morning or whatever, right? You know, they always pack you up early in the morning to go to court. They were like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Time to go to court, call, blah, blah, blah. So I go to court. I'm on that long ride going to court. So I'm going from Rikers Island to the court. And all I'm doing is thinking, you know what I'm saying? Damn, you know, I got to get out of here, this and that. You know, I'm in a lot of trouble, whatever it is. And now they got this Nieta thing over me. So they're trying to scare me now. You know, they were doing RICO stuff on a lot of people. So basically, they were trying to put fear in a lot of people's hearts so they could testify. But anyway, I got downtown about 8 o'clock, whatever time it was, and I remember going to the holding cells. All right, this was in the Supreme Court. They had us downstairs in the holding cell, and then I was supposed to go across the street to the federal building. They had the federal building over there. But anyway, it didn't work out that way, you know? About o'clock or whatever, alarms went out. Wee, wee. I mean, yo, shit was going crazy. Everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? This and that. A CO came down and said, yo, we being attacked. Everybody like, oh shit, so everybody started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? That was when the first plane hit the World Trade Center. I was downstairs in the holding pit with a lot of people, and this fucking CO going there, hey, you know, we getting attacked, la-di-da-di-da-di. So, whatever, they're trying to find out what's going on, this and that and the third. An hour or two passes, the second plane hits. Boom! Oh, man, what happened, bro? Alarm went off, everything got locked down, this and that. They're talking about the United States are getting attacked. Now there's another plane in Pennsylvania, another plane in the Pentagon, you know what I'm saying? We're being attacked. They don't want to let us go. We were locked in that motherfucker. You were like, yo, let us out of here, going crazy. Everybody that was locked up during that time, you know, I don't know how your experience was, but when I was, you know what I'm saying, in the system or whatever, it was fucking crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, like another hour or two passes, and now they said no, you know what I'm saying, no court is, you know, dead, this and that, until they find out la-di-da-di, send them back to the island, you know what I'm saying? So basically, everybody that had court that day were going back to the island. So, like I said, another hour passes or whatever. Man, this was the scariest part of one of the scariest, but this was a scary moment, man. I mean, those that witnessed it and this and that know what I'm talking about, all right? We was downstairs in the holding cell. And you know, the federal building, Supreme Court, and all that old downtown is right next to the World Trade Center. The shit came down, bro. All that smoke and everything that you've seen on TV, we were breathing that shit in the holding pins, in the bullpens, bro. There was a lot of people that almost died, this and that, man. I mean, a lot of people suffered. We were all, I admit it, I was crying too. Get me out of here, get me out of here, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to let us go. They had us locked down there and everybody's fucking gone. All the COs were gone. Yo, them motherfuckers left us down there, bro. The World Trade Center came down, and all that smoke that you seen on TV, when the first one came down, I'm talking about, we were breathing that shit in, bro. And a lot of people got sick. I don't know if anybody died and all, but they were suffocated, bro. We all had to put our shirts over our thing, because, you know, if you've been locked up, you already know when they throw gas at you or whatnot, you wet your t-shirt or whatever, you put it over your face, you hit the floor. We were all doing that, you know? Can't light this up. But anyway, that was a scary moment, man, you know? And after that, like a half hour or whatever, an hour of screaming or 2 hours, whatever, it seemed like fucking forever. They finally came and started loading us on the bus. They had to do it quick. They're like, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to do it quick, because Manhattan is locked down. We can't go nowhere. But we had a green light, because basically we wasn't going to court, you know what I'm saying? We were going to the federal building for interview or whatever the hell. So thank God that shit got dropped. So the 9/11 incident saved a lot of people, even the people with the bloods, you know what I'm saying? They were investigating a lot of bloods in this and that also. I know, because I was there in the holding pit when they were being interviewed by the feds or whatnot. There was a lot of bloods there. They got saved also, because all the transcripts or whatever they had was in the World Trade Center. That shit went up in smoke. So a lot of people that were facing life, that were facing whatever, this shit got dropped. You know what I'm saying? So that 9/11 stuff helped a lot of people not to get a lot of time. Helped me out also, because now they were like, well, fuck, you know, send them back. We don't need them, you know what I'm saying? We got enough to convict with what we have, you know? Because I was a nobody. What the fuck? I ain't got no information for you. I'm just doing a year or two, you know? So that was a scary moment, man. That time that we actually had court, September 11th. I was in the holding cells. First we went to Supreme Court, and then we went to the federal building or whatever they were supposed to interview. That shit got all full of fucking smoke, bro. We were all breathing it in. I apologize about the wind. It's very windy out here. The camera's moving. I'm trying. But anyway, when that happened, my lawyer just told me, Mario, take it easy, do your time. You know what I'm saying? I know you got to do box time and you got an extra year. You'll be out by March 2002. Do your time. And if they don't bring it back up, any kind of indictment or whatever, you're free. You know what I'm saying? So they had like a certain amount of time to bring it back up, to re-indict or whatever, which my lawyers fought it and they dropped it because they didn't have nothing on me. It was a he say, she say. People were getting locked up, dropping names. I was one of the names they dropped. They wanted to hear what I had to say since I was representing Netasgang, So that saved me, 9/11. Because now they were like, well, forget about him. A lot of Bloods, a lot of Kings, a lot of everybody. They just dropped their cases. Later on, they brung it up on everybody else, but I'm just saying. I went back to Rikers Island. Man, listen, we were doing 90, bro. Eating all the lights, that because they were trying to get us back to lockup. Everything was locked down. There was no movement. But since we got the green light to get to Rikers Island, we had to get there quick. Man, this was the fastest I ever got to Rikers Island, bro. No lie, that shit took like 15, 20 minutes from downtown Manhattan all the way to Queens, wherever the fuck Rikers Island's at, over that bridge. I mean, ba-boom, ba-boom. Man, if you've been on that buses, that's all you're doing. So we were bouncing all through the right of Rikers Island. And all I was doing was praying, thank you, Jesus, thank you. I'm not thanking him for what happened. I was thanking him for now they don't want me anymore. Now I'm not in the spotlight. They don't want to ask me no more questions. They were like, fuck him, you know what I'm saying? Forget about him, Thank you for taking me out the spotlight. Please help me change my life, And that's where that started, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I got sentenced to the year, and then I still had to do the other year. So I did 2 years on Rikers Island and shit, 120 days on the box. So I eventually went to C-76 to do my year. I never hit upstate. So I did a year on Rikers Island, got sentenced, blah, blah, blah. Did another year, came out 2002. So now I'm in C-76, all right? This is 2001-ish, by the end of 2001 or whatever. They're waiting for a bed to open up in the Bing. The Bing was full. So they couldn't just put me right in the Bing. So what they did was they put me in C-76. I was moved around a lot. I went to the cells. I went everywhere, in C-76. Those that were there, shout out, you know what I'm saying? I used to work in the kitchen, then I went to the receiving room. That was the best job, bro. I mean, I got a story on that too, but the receiving room is where you get paid. You're meeting people that are coming in. Most of them got drugs, got this and that. They'll pass it off to you, if they're manitos or whatever, or whatever. That was the place to be. So that was my job. You know what I'm saying? Then I got into special sanitation. Special sanitation was a new work crew that they created that now they're going to different houses to clean up. So I was part of that also. So, the guy looked out. His name was C.O. Richardson, salute. He knew that I was SRG, this and that, that I was marked as a gang member. Because no matter what, association, whatever, you were still marked as a gang. They didn't go for that. Oh, you're an association, you're not a gang, By this time, it was running more correct. There wasn't a lot of nietas on the island by this time, because most of them were upstate. Most of them were in the street. Everybody, keeping it, they're not representing no more. So when I got to the island, there was a few of us, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I did all my time, C-76, until, when was it? It was in October, about October-ish or whatever. They finally had an opening in the Bing. Then I went to the Bing. I went to the 5th floor again, 5 South, and I did my 120 days in the Bing. Then on February 27, 2001 or whatever, I got released back into population. I went to C-76. 2 days later, I got released home. So for them 4 months that I did in the Bing, bro, all I did was pray, cry, you know what I'm saying? Please forgive me, Lord. Hold on, let me fix this camera because it's shaking. I'm sorry, people. Please help me save, change my life. I don't want to do this anymore. All I continue is to fuck up my life. I keep getting high. I keep getting arrested, la da da da. And then, boom, that's when I told the story that my friend Gary got in contact with my brother and my mother. They came to OBCC to visit me, and I came out all chained up with a brown suit inside a cage. And, I see my mother crying, and she said, please, please change your life, I don't want you to get killed. Like that. My brother talked to me like a man, so, you need to change, Why don't you go to North Carolina, this and that, and maybe you could do something out there. That was the best choice I did, man. Been out here 19 years and I changed my life. So basically right now, I'm talking about once upon a time, I used to be a gang member. Once upon a time, I was in jail. This is the things that I experienced once upon a time. So that's what my story is basically about. It's about being locked up, being an addict in the street, and how I changed my life, I did slip during COVID. Got a video on that also, but I came back up. So nobody's perfect. After 19 years clean, I picked up again, thinking, hey, I can still do it, No, I picked up again. Thank God I said another prayer and God helped me. And I'm clean today, almost 9 months again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm starting all over. I got into the YouTube thing, telling my story, which has been helping me a lot. I've been getting a lot of feedback from people. I appreciate all of you, I love you for that. People that have been reaching out, manito, stay strong. My brother do this and that, la-di-da-di-da-di, I got people, OGs, reaching out to me that really never heard of me, but listen to my story and like, damn, bro, you really, been through a lot. I've been through the same thing. Shout out, salute. I had Mario Machete on here. I made friends with Shaquel, OG Shaquel. I made friends with a lot of other bloods. I don't want to keep mentioning their name, but these two, I already mentioned, so that's why I'm mentioning their name. I never really got the respect that I'm getting now, because I'm telling my story and I'm being honest about it. And a lot of them been there, or they've experienced the same thing, so they're like, damn, Mario, everything you're saying, I could identify with it. That's what I want. People to identify and, just listen to my message. Forget about who I am. Forget about who's Mario, where you been, where's your paper, you wasn't running this, forget about all that, bro. Y'all people are getting stuck on me. Listen to my message. This is all about change. You know what I'm saying? If you want to change your life, you can do it. A lot of people say, oh, I'm an addict, or I'm a gang member, I could never do it. Yes, you can. If you put it in your heart that you want to change, you can change your life. I'm not saying not to gang bang no more. That's on you. Keep it on a hush-hush. You become a better man. But basically, I just want to throw that out there. I still got more parts to it. I just want to give a little information on when I was on Rikers Island during my last bid, that this is what saved me, 9/11. I was there when it happened. We seen mostly everything. You could look out the window, and most of the time, all you seen was smoke, But all the commotion, we were scared, bro. Really, really, I seen grown men, gangsters, whatever, crying, bro, scared. Admit that shit, people. The people that were there, they're not gonna admit it. Of course not, But I seen people actually scared, bro, because we all thought we were gonna die, bro. And it saved a lot of people's cases, too. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a little. If you like this video, I'll continue talking about it. Leave in the comments, any questions you have. De corazón to all my brothers, all my new subscribers, everybody. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching the Once Upon a Time show. My name is Said, a.k.a. Little Mario. I have a lot more content for you. Also, to the people that want to give negative comments and all that, shout out to YouTube. I love you too, man. It's not bothering me. I'm just deleting it. You asking dumb questions, or you saying dumb things, or I never heard of you, this and that, whatever, my brother. I love you too. Shout out. God bless you. Thank you for watching the Once Upon a Time show with Said, aka Little Mario. Peace.